Welcome back to, I always place myself on the left side of frame so that I don't have to worry about removing the dead pixel. See how easy that was? So there were some short films that did not work out this year. There were a lot that did, obviously, and I'm really proud of myself for the stuff that I did put out. But there was also stuff that did not, and I wanted to talk about what my plans for those were today. There were 4 short films that I had planned and actually started some pretty intensive work for this year and didn't actually get around to finishing for a lot of different reasons, not just the falling out of love with it thing that kind of has become typical of why I do unfinished projects videos. So the first short film I want to talk about is a film called Watch and Learn, which was pretty much completely finished except for some voice work stuff that I sent it out to my dad to actually help me out with it. I decided not too long ago that it wasn't a film that I was exactly married to the idea of anymore. This was probably a case of a falling out of love with it thing. I completely filmed it, I completely shot and edited it. It was pretty much done except for that voice stuff. I don't think that it works for me anymore. And it's not because I don't like the themes of it. I think that the themes are actually pretty fun. I want to explain what it is. So Watch and Learn was basically a story that a person narrates, and while the person is narrating it, we see accompanying images that don't exactly fit to what the person is saying. The story is about being of low economic means. There's a lot that the person is talking about like the house that he used to live in and the conditions that he used to live in. And all we're seeing as he's talking about this is nice house, really just things that don't match what he's saying. And so the whole point of that film was basically just to talk about how a lot of stories are told by people that don't really know about the things that they're talking about necessarily. And that was supposed to be like the central theme, because by the end of the film you find out that it's just me doing a voice, pretending to, with my dad's voice is coming out of my mouth, and I'm trying to make it sound like it's me. No, that's not what I'm doing. In the film, I'm trying to make myself sound like another person while I'm, recounting these events, when really it's just me living in my comfortable existence. So yeah, the main idea of that story is just, a person talking about something that they may not completely understand, but, weaponizing and taking the dramatic and emotional aspects of those stories and, kind of taking it for themselves. And yeah, that's what that was supposed to be about. I don't know, there was something about it that felt kind of too easy, just like all the clips and stuff all together. I don't know. I still can't put my finger 100% on why I'm not feeling it anymore. But at that, I think that I was done with short films anyway this year anyway, so I think that it's time to kind of just let this one go. Okay, next up is The Dream, which, wow, this one is going to be really hard to explain. The Dream is a film about wanting to get back to something that's bad. Okay, so the premise of the film is that a guy wants to learn how to lucid dream, and he's really, really trying. He's doing like all the things that like you look up to try to lucid dream. He's trying to eat differently. He's trying to get better sleep when he does get sleep. He's trying to change his sleeping schedule. He's doing all sorts of stuff in order to get himself to have this dream. And that's a brunt of the film. That's a majority of the film, is him trying to adjust to get to this dream. And at that, not only is he trying to lucid dream, but he's trying to dream about one specific thing that he's always wanted to dream about, that he's dreamed about before, but he wants to get back to. And that's the whole point. He wants to get back to this certain dream. So by the end of the film, he is successful, and it turns out that the dream that he wanted to have was something absolutely terrible. It was something it's really questionable and awful, like him hurting people or something like that. And the whole idea was that he wanted to get back to this thing that was bad. And that's that. I'll let you guys ponder on that, because there is a specific thing about it, but I don't really want to talk about that specifically. I don't like to kind of give the whole thing away. If you guys want to maybe just talk about it amongst yourselves, then I really liked the dream, but I think I was just getting frustrated with it while I was working on it. There's a lot of stuff that went into it that just wasn't working. A lot of the way I was changing, like as I was filming it, there was like some physical stuff about me that just wasn't consistent enough. You know, my hair length, just certain things like that. It was kind of hard to keep it going too, just for a lot of different reasons. The dream sequences were going to be really tough. But yeah, it's kind of a shame that I didn't finish that one. I really liked where that one was headed. I really liked the theme of that one, but I'm just going to give up on it. I think that's that on that. The next film was for Halloween, and it was called Costume, and the reason why it didn't get finished was because it was for Halloween, and I didn't have enough time to finish it. I was thinking for a while about just holding it off until next Halloween, but I don't think I'm going to do this one. Thematically, it was probably one of the only films I wasn't really that excited about, even though I do like the concept of it, and let me talk about it. So the film takes place on Halloween, and it's about two friends that are having a disagreement about something. And both of these friends look exactly alike because one of the friend's Halloween costumes is of the other friend. So it was going to be me doing a clone short film where, you know, it was just me talking to myself. And a friend of mine was going to voice the other me. You know, it was going to be their voice coming out of my mouth. The main conceit of the film was going to be that the main character of the film, my character, was kind of a jackass. He was kind of a jerk. And, you know, he gets away with doing a lot of, like, just generally pretty nasty, mean stuff to his friends and people that know him. And the whole idea of the film was going to be that the reason why the other character dresses up as my character for Halloween is because they want to show my character what he looks like to him, if that makes sense. The whole theme of the film was supposed to be just, you know, other people's perspectives of you and how you shape their perspectives of you based on the things that you do, and that becomes the lasting image that they have of you. The ending of the film is supposed to be very dark because it turns out that the party that they were going to has a whole bunch of other people that are dressed up as my character, all dressed up as him in different ways, wearing different clothes, and having different points of view on him. And it was supposed to get really dark and kind of scary by the end because Halloween, and there was a whole thing to it. I was really excited about it, but alas, Halloween came and went. And it ended up being a lot more challenging than I thought. I ended up just only getting the actual storyboard finished, and I didn't film a single thing for it because it required some locations, and I wasn't able to get around to shooting anything before Halloween. I don't know, it sucked. The whole planning process for this one kind of sucked. But yeah, it happens. Happy Halloween. It's December. I had to switch cameras because my other camera died. Can you tell the difference? Anyway. Okay, so the final film I was going to talk about that I didn't do was Seeing Trees, which I really, really like. But I might be repackaging its themes and some of its ideas, or maybe just its general conceit for a slightly, maybe very much longer film next year. So, we're doing that. But just talking about it briefly, the conceit of Seeing Trees was supposed to be about this guy that every time he closes his eyes, he sees the woods. He sees trees, he sees outside. And I was really excited about it. I shot a decent amount of the stuff that all took place in my house, and then was going to obviously go to the local park by my house, and I was going to shoot all the wood stuff. But I never got around to shooting the wood stuff, unfortunately. It ended up looking really nice. I like a lot of the transitions in it. I like a lot of the shots and the lighting in it. I think I ended up really feeling like the direction of this one. Unfortunately, I have other plans for it, so we're going to be not talking too much about that. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you have any other questions about these films, let me know. I would be happy to answer them in the comments. They're very interesting little films, I think. And it's a shame that a lot of them didn't get complete, but that's what this unfinished projects thing is for, just to let you guys know that they existed and they're there was something special about him. But yeah, I hope you guys are having a great week, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.